It is a little different. You know, the fact that it's back here probably. You know, I was trying to rack my brain the other day on if I've been on a team that's played someone twice. When I was at the Air Force Academy, we played Houston, and then we played them again in a bowl game. But two different sites. You know, to come back here is probably even a little bit more surreal. But again, for you know, our Red Wave fans, for our players, if we're able to win this game tomorrow, it will do a little bit more to exercise some demons to actually do it here. You know, we beat Boise a year ago at our place. It's the first win we've had against Boise in a long time. They've had a terrific record here, and if we can somehow find a way to, you know, get a win here, it exercises a lot of demons.
You staying at the same hotel, doing the same stuff from last time you were here?
No, I don't think we are, actually. We wanted to, but I think the conference set all that stuff up. I haven't been to the hotel yet, but I don't think we're staying there.
You guys opened the season this year with USC, closed last year like Boise did the year before.
Yeah.
Was that more weird to do that?
That was a little bit different. You know, really it's two different teams, but you're playing the same team, different coaching staffs. But, you know, it's like halftime, and then you're coming right back to play the second half. This, obviously, with games in between, is a little bit different. I'm just glad we don't have to play USC, you know, this week again. You know, they do a terrific job. They're very, very talented, as is Boise. But I think because of the way we competed the last time we were here, our guys at least mentally feel like, you know, we're gonna have a shot. So let's go let it rip.
Can you put your finger on why your team was so resilient down the stretch? One win could have cost you the opportunity to get here, but you string together the wins. Why so resilient?
You know, I think we've got a terrific coaching staff. Those guys didn't allow our guys to feel sorry for themselves at the Wyoming game, and I think our seniors did a terrific job of buying in. They didn't want their legacy to be, you know, going from a championship to not going to a bowl. And we knew that we had control over being bowl eligible. We didn't have any control over whether we were going to win our division. We got some luck there. And as we played in that San Jose State game, we finally had all three phases probably play as good as we played all year. And it started to click to our guys. And they, you know, they saw that the potential, and we didn't play, you know, a great game by any stretch, but we approached what we were capable of doing. And each week we got better. And then, you know, the game in Reno, I think, really solidified it for our guys that to go on the road, play a team on their senior day, you know, that had a terrific quarterback and they were on a roll, and, you know, managed to beat them in their yard. Our guys just felt, hey, it's all starting to come together. Defensively,
Boise State's so aggressive, especially in the secondary. How do you neutralize Thompson and Dion?
I don't know if you neutralize them. You know, Marcel Yates has done a terrific job with their defense. Those guys are playing with a ton of confidence. They're creating a lot of takeaways, which always gives you pauses in offense. And so what you've got to do is you know, we preach ball security all the time. You got to pick your spots. You got to throw on time. You don't throw late over the middle. We've gotten in trouble with that, you know, in some games. These guys will make you pay for it. You know, they ended the game, you know, jumping a route on Harp at the end of the game. We realize how good they are, and we just got to be smart with football.